Oh, hello, readers. I'm CJ Bernstein, and this is the week of December 4th. Oh my God. Okay, so let's get started. First off, I want to talk about what I'm doing this week. I want to talk about a cool project that's going on in the forum right now in social media. I want to talk about your ability to unsubscribe from this weekly vlog if you so wish. You won't hurt my feelings. And then I want to get into some reader questions and what I'm reading. So let's get started. This week, first off, you solved Fragment 5. Congratulations. So you already have the first pieces of the fifth fragment, and yeah, it's funny. You solved Fragment 5. There are some things hidden in that document that don't do anything but are fun and have like sort of lore flavor. But you solved it. You did fantastic. Go ahead and move on. Don't worry about it. I have my email open and it just distracted me. I'm ignoring it. Okay, moving on to this week. I am working on the January project that I still can't tell you about, but I think next week I'll be able to talk about it, and I'm really excited. Right now, we are stress testing fragment 6. It's done. We just want to make sure that everything makes sense and everything works, and logically you can solve it. We're sort of play testing it to make sure that that you guys can play it. And then we're finalizing fragment 7, which I'm not going to tell you when it starts. I was about to tell you when it starts. You don't need to know that. You'll find out. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on that way this week. Not that week, this week. 2 fragments and the January project. Now, moving on to a project on the forum that has sort of bled over into social media, and it's something I'm super excited about. One of the readers, username Oracle Sage, came up with this idea where he was going to, or he or she, I'm not sure, was going to knit scarves for homeless. He's coming, he or she, they are coming, Oracle is coming to New York at some point, and they're going to bring scarves to leave for the homeless. And I thought that was incredible. And on the forum, everyone sort of organized and came up with guild colors, and they're working on knitting or crocheting scarves for people in need and tying them to trees or utility poles so that anyone who's outside in the weather can use one. And I thought that was fantastic. And Oracle came up with the name Operation Nepenthe, which is super cool and means sort of like medicine against grief, like a momentary relief from sorrow, which was amazing. And so we're doing that. And so if you want to get involved, I'll leave a link in the show notes for you to go to the forum topic so that you can see what everyone's doing in guild colors if you want to do a scarf in a guild color theme, or just make one, or buy one, or whatever. But if you want to find that, go. I'll leave a link in the show notes. And also, if you get on social media, we just started hashtag Acts of Magic with a Q. Hashtag Acts of Magic. I'm thrilled, and I think that for me is one of the most exciting things about building this community is not only people reading my work and hopefully enjoying it, but doing something that has social impact is near and dear to my heart. Can you see my safety pin? And impactful and really directly help someone. And I think that's fantastic. So get on there. And if you knit or crochet, or if you ever thought about doing it, making a scarf is literally the first project you learn. So you could totally get in there and you can help. And I would love to see you there. So do that. Next up is the ability to unsubscribe from this weekly email about my vlog. You can do that. In the email, there'll be a link that will untag you from this weekly subscription, but you'll still get emails from me regarding the game, or you'll get emails from the Book of Briars, and you'll get email from Eves. So it won't subscribe you completely, but it will take you off of the weekly update of my vlog. And you can still check the vlog on cjbernstein.com or my YouTube channel, and you won't hurt my feelings. I get it. I hate email, so no problem. And let's move on to reader questions. On YouTube, Nolta asked about Guild and Monarch Papers merchandise and if I'm considering it. And yes, of course I'm considering it. The shirt I had made just for me, for my own personal stash, the Ebengard shirt from a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I'm definitely considering it. But I love good merchandise. And so I want to wait until there is a real community for it so that we can invest in resources to bulk buy hoodies and hats and things like that with a distributor. Because what I don't want to do is find some cheap, chintzy thing that nobody's going to wear that felt like a giveaway. I really want to make quality merchandise for this, and so I'm being very thoughtful about it. But we'll definitely work that out in time. Yeah, so yes, I am thinking about it, and it will most definitely happen in the future. I just want to figure out the way to do it and the way to do it right. YouTube comment from Tristan asked a big question about the 6 guilds and what inspired them and their magimistic affinities. The guilds were sort of the perfect storm of all my interests. I kind of based them a little on sort of Myers-Briggs personality tests, of course, a little bit of Hogwarts, in the sense that I loved that people reading those books pulled that out of the Harry Potter series and found a way to feel a part of a community and built a community around those. I thought that was really cool and interesting, and it's what I wanted to do with my world in an even bigger sense. And so I thought to do that early on would allow you to feel a sense of what I wanted to do with this project, which is a little bit of role play, a little bit of building this tight, intimate community around this world. And also, I love D&D role-playing games, and that also is, the guilds kind of are loosely based on classes that would be that you might play in a role-playing game. And then finally, each one is based on an ancient civilization. And I'm not going to tell you which ones. You guys can figure that out. I think you were talking about it on the forum, actually. Someone was bringing up the Celtics or the Druids. I can't remember, but good on you. Keep looking into that. Yeah, so that was the big inspiration for that. I thought it was a really quick way into this world that would give you a sense of magic and role play and community, and yeah, I think that answered the question. So, in the Magic Guide, it says that the Magic Guide is fickle and magimistic currents in particular are ever changing. And so if you took the quiz early on and found out what your guild was, maybe you should take it again. You never know. The guide might be changing. It might have always been changing. I don't know. So maybe take it again and see how you're feeling today. So what? Reading. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. It's raining, and somehow my brain, with like barometric pressure changes, totally loopy. I'm totally loopy. I'm still reading The Prince Lestat, and I'm about a quarter of the way through. I like it. This first quarter of the book is a lot of retreading everything that happened in the first 5 books, particularly the first 3, ending with Queen of the Damned. So it's a lot of, hey, remember Marius? Remember Pandora? And so it's been a bit of a slog. And I will admit, I am a slow reader to begin with. And I would like to say it's because I critically analyze the text. But for whatever reason, I'm just a slow reader. And I'm always thinking about, why did she say that? Or why did she introduce that character? I think it's because it's going to pay off sometime later. I can't stop thinking about how the sausage is made and looking behind the scenes because I'm a writer. But when I don't think about that is when it's super fun, but it just happens rarely. So I'm a slow reader, but I'll get there. And if you're reading along, I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. If you have any questions, as always, leave them on my blog or YouTube comments or email me. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.